For rotation number 1, you are being asked to rotate the figure 90 degrees clockwise around the origin. We already know the origin is located at 0, 0. It is the point where the x and y axis intersect. The first thing you want to do is label the points on your figure so that you are able to write down the locations and you know which points you are referring to. So we know that A is located at 4, -5. B is located at 6, -3. C is located at 10, -6. And D is located at 5, -10. We already learned the rule for rotating around the origin 90 degrees clockwise, and the rule stated that we needed to switch the x and y coordinate values and then take the opposite value for y. So we can see that right here. So I switched -5 and 4. So I had -5, 4, and I know the opposite of 4 is -4. So I knew I needed to change that y coordinate to -4. Then right here, I had 6, -3. I switched them. I had -3, 6. I knew the opposite of 6 was -6. So I made my y coordinate negative. Same thing right here. You switch them, -6, 10. And then take the opposite of the y coordinate, which gives you -10. And then I switched these numbers right here. And I had -10, 5, and I took the opposite of 5 and made that -5. All right, so now I can go over here and plot the points, okay? You need to do this work right here on scratch paper. It is going to be very hard to label your points in Learn Zillion, so you want to actually pull out a sheet of scratch paper and do this work here on scratch paper. After you have your image points based on your pre-image points, you can go ahead and plot those points in Learn Zillion using the pencil. So you can plot A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. Then you can use the line tool in Learn Zillion and connect your dots. And then you now have your rotation. Some things to notice here are, number 1, the original figure is in quadrant 2, and we know that in quadrant 2 all of the x coordinates are positive, all of the y coordinates are negative. So when you're writing down your pre-image points, you know that all of your x coordinates should be positive, all of your y coordinates should be negative. Another thing to notice is that we are rotating clockwise, so we're moving in the direction of the hands on a clock. We're going clockwise, all right? And we're only going clockwise 90 degrees, so we're actually going to move this figure to quadrant 3. You should notice in quadrant 3 that all of the x coordinates are negative, all of the y coordinates are negative. So you can actually go over here and check. Yes, all of our x coordinates are negative, all of our y coordinates are negative, okay? So this should be things you look for to verify that your answer is correct. Also down here, I actually drew the angles formed by the pre-image point and the image point, and you can see that they all form 90-degree angles, which is what the task asked us to do. But once again, in Learn Zillion, all you have to do is plot the points and you are done. It is a good practice to label the points, but if you're finding that to be very difficult in Learn Zillion, you don't have to label the points. Just plot the points and you are finished. Okay, so let me be super clear here. You are officially finished after you plot your points. You plot all of your points and you draw your lines to connect the points, and you have the figure on the screen, okay? So you have to plot the points, draw the lines to connect the points, and then you are done.